My name is Chris Obehi, Christopher Gode, but you can call me Chris Obehi as my stage name.
Hello and welcome to Obehi Podcast. I'm your host, Obehi A14, and I strongly believe that everyone has a story to share. Now let's get started into this episode.
I'm from Edo State, born and brought up in Edo State, in Delta State, but my mom and dad, they're from Edo State, so I'm an Edo man. Nigeria, yeah.
Welcome, Mr. Obehi. But this is very interesting when Obehi is interviewing Obehi, no? That's interesting, no?
Amazing, actually. Actually, I'm glad to be here. Thanks for the opportunity.
Thanks to you.
I'm so glad, yeah.
All right. Do you want to tell me anything about how this music career started for you? People would like to know about that.
Well, I would say music started from my home, from the roots where I come from, all thanks to my parents. This kind of like, I live in a family where my mom, go to the choir and sing like gospel songs. And my dad also is a full fan of Bob Marley, Fela Kuti, Lucky Dube, so this, boys down home that at home we always listen to, like when I was a little boy, I always listen to this kind of songs. Like on Sundays, every Sunday I would listen to my mom singing gospel songs and that, and my dad in the evening, Lucky Dube, could you be loved, and set of vibes. So at home, it's all about vibes at home, and so keep on listening to this kind of music. And I got to also learn how to play the piano in church, and the drums, percussions. But the guitar, no, I learned how to play the guitar when I came to Italy, but the bass, I played the bass also in Nigeria. So I just with all these things happening at home, I think it's much blessing to have a family, and to all this happening, it really makes me to like develop me in my earrings, when I listen to sounds, I try to copy the sound, I try to produce my own sound, and then I learned how to play the bass guitar. And when I came to Italy, and through all that, I started singing, here in Italy, but I never sang before, never. But when I came to Italy, I started it all.
So your music career actually started in Italy, even though you have all the element you needed before, right?
Yeah, that's it actually, because I like what you said, all the element was there, but it wasn't that really full into the full job stuff, like doing music and writing songs. Like in Nigeria, like I listen to different kind of bands and also play the bass guitar, go to church and play slap music.
We believe that everyone has a story to share. We believe in the power of storytelling in today's digital economy. Yes, we believe that our audience need to be touched at the level of emotion so we can better engage. What about you? Do you believe in storytelling as much as we do? Do you want to reach the hearts and minds of your audience? Then join us in our online training class, Storytelling for Content Creators and Digital Entrepreneurs. Come to obehi14.com/storytelling and learn how to leverage your storytelling skills so you can earn more as a content creator and digital entrepreneur. Storytelling is a powerful instrument at our disposal. Let's explore it together. See you in the class.
But like coming to write songs, no, I'm not writing these songs. So no, then I was like, when the time comes, the right time comes. But like what they say, when the time comes, everything it's put in place. So when I came to Italy, through my journey, I was inspired actually. So I got inspiration of writing songs in English, in Esan, my dialect, so, and Italiano. And also, I did a cover of a Siciliano song, which is a very famous song here in Italy, a traditional song. And here I am.
That's
Yeah.
good. That's interesting. All right, now, but what kind of music did you actually like that sort of pique your interest as you begin to develop it? Okay, none of them actually materialized until you come to Italy.
Well, Afrobeat. Well, actually, when I now I do like full time Afrobeat, Fela Kuti stuff, no vibes, kind of vibes. But the first time I came to Italy, the first music that really captivated my soul, like really captured me, was the Sicilian song, the famous Rosa Ballisteri. And I listened to the song, but it was really I had this, this different vibes, and the song was talking about, it was a love song that she wrote. But I listened to the song, I loved it a lot. I was like, come on, that's music, man. It doesn't matter. Like, it's not part, like, it don't have to be like you doing music in Afrobeat style, or maybe doing music in Esan or stuff. You can do music in different language, and I just enjoy the flow of Kuti Ludisi, Rosa Balistrelli, the Sicilian song. And I went like to listen to the song, and I love the vibes, and I started singing the song, and people were like, whoa, an African. Wow. And the dome man was like, what's going on here? They were shocked. And I was like, yeah, that's music. Music is a universal
It's
language.
universal.
Yeah. So, yeah.
That's lovely. That's lovely.
Mhm.
But at the end, you crafted your own genre. Okay, you define what is the kind of music that you sing, no? Because you are
Yeah.
not singing any kind of music. So tell me, how do you describe your own style of music today?
Well, my own style, apart from listening to audio people, it's good to listen also to people. And that's when you grow as an artist. But my doesn't make you to have your own sound, because having your own sound, it's really really important. You have to have, and in this part that you listen to different kind of music, but you have to have your own sound. So me creating my own sound was like from everything I listen to, Afrobeat, reggae songs and choir songs, gospel songs. So I do mostly now, my sound is made up of like different elements, like coming together, different languages and different rhythms and different tones, different vibes, and working on the lyrics of the song. So yeah, and I try to do that because I feel like in that way I can best communicate to the people. And yeah, I can, because that has to be with music. People have to feel something. And when they feel something, the music is good.
Now, okay, I've seen your music before. I've seen the video clips, but I remember the one when you were singing in Verona. Okay, that was a
Yeah,
moment
yeah,
ago.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, that was fun.
So as you were beginning to come on stage, beginning to do your first step, it just natural to picture Fela Kuti, singing. So I don't know. Tell me about the connection that you have to Fela Kuti, because you sort of make it more alive now. Of course, Afrobeat is never going to die. We know that, but we need more people, more artists like you who are sort of tapping into that journey, so that spirit, as it were. Though. So tell me about the connection. Why you like it so?
Man, I wish Baba Fela is alive, not today. Like people, I know people also have their own take of the song of Fela, but mine is a spiritual thing also. Like, because I see Fela songs like the genre of music, like a spiritual move, for the liberation of the people. So I am always like, right from when I was in Nigeria, I'm always like a freedom, guy, freedom fighter. I want to use my music to liberate like people, like this kind of, listening to Fela Kuti's songs, and that it really inspired me, you know, and to the extent that last year I went to Nigeria. I've been here in Italy for some years now. But I went to Nigeria. I said, I'm going to Kalakuta Shrine. I'm going to the shrine.
The
Fela.
Republic.
Yeah, I'm going there to the roots, And I went to say hi, and yeah, I saw the place and it was so awesome. But actually, Fela music is one of a kind. Actually, it's one of a kind because I love the energy Fela put in his songs, and these also inspire me, in creating my own vibes of because I see the music of Fela like not just the music of Fela. Generally, music is an energy. It has to be vibrations. We put in the vibrations. That's why we have the vibes. And I see these positive vibes, the vibration giving to the people, and it really inspired me. Even in despite that I'm here, despite I'm here in you know here in Italy, but also my heart still beats for Africa. So there's no how I do any song I will not like go to my roots and do. You must bow to the roots. Now the root is everything. So yeah, that's why I love Afrobeats and not now we have like Afrobeats, and then which originated from the word Afrobeat, the one with Fela Kuti, you know. But I feel more comfortable like in the Afrobeat of Fela Kuti, I feel like that's where you meet the people. That's where you communicate more to the people. Yeah. So
Of course, Fela was actually like a kind of a prophet, if you will call him like that, no, to the
yeah,
Nigerian
yeah,
people.
exactly.
Because you remember that during his time now, that was during military regime.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he had a boldness to be challenging the fierce military regime in Nigeria.
That's it.
The military regime in Nigeria was really very fierce. They were really dangerous, and
Yeah,
they were demonstrating what they were saying. They were not playing at all because they liked the
yeah,
power so much. And
exactly.
see a musician
And,
coming to sing against them. Yeah, yeah. Please
and
go ahead.
yeah, they love, like what you said, in Nigeria, they love using the power to consume the people. That's it. It's all about consumption. Using the power to consume the people. So Fela was a great threat to them. So Fela then they were trying you know, to take off Fela from the lane and say this Fela is becoming a bone in our throats. So, but Fela was giving them, pansa pansa the way it is. He said they never
Pansa,
hear.
pansa. What kind of language is that? Tell me about
Like
that.
one Fela always say, he said they never hear
Pansa.
anything. They go hear pansa pansa. you know, yeah, I love that man a lot because up till now, if you are really like Nigerians now, they start believing, they start opening their eyes, everybody eyes now they are open, so we're saying that we want change, we don't want anything, we don't want this, we don't want that. But this was Fela that was fighting, was saying this those days, say open your eye, shine your eye, zombie government that we get. But then they were like, no, no, nobody wants to listen to Fela. So, but now look what's happening. It's so amazing that things are turning out different. So all that is said. So I see Fela as a prophet. Actually, it's a prophet. It's the music.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So do you have also some political element in your music? Yeah, let me understand that.
I don't love. I don't. One thing about me, I don't. I don't really like politics. I don't really like politics. Like going to politics. But most times, I don't really like politics, but I like write. But I found myself writing songs of liberation that have to do with political, should I say, the political issues, the political background. So, but talking about politics on a own, I don't really like, going to that aspect. But I think if we want change, we must start from somewhere. If we want, you know, if we want liberation, we must go down to the roots to get it. Just the way Fela is doing it. Fela might not like what he was doing, but later he got to an extent. Fela said, "No more." Fela said, "It's whether they take it or they forget about everything. He said, I have to, the fella said, I have to do this, Fela starts doing writing songs on, I believe like maybe Fela was first of all he was doing songs different style of me, but later he discovered his eyes was open, and he said, now it's time to give the pansa.
Anyway, just like you too, you are in Sicily, so you are seeing life differently from some people that are maybe in Lagos or in Kaduna or in Benin.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
fella, he went to school in UK. He saw life differently. It's
yeah,
apart
exactly.
from the fact that he was singing, he was very, but he was also very intelligent. You see some of his
Yeah,
interview.
exactly.
He's an intelligent man, so he knew what he was doing.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and that's it. And not just being bold, also, Fela had also like, a lot of characters, a lot of properties that he contained as a musician. And I say it's not all about, having a talent, Fela was also a man of wisdom, Yeah. I should say he was intelligent, very smart. So that's why he was a threat to the government. And also, just as the music goes, Zombie, other songs he wrote, Zombie, the Kalakuta Show, you know, Yellow Fever, and every stuff like that. So it was penetrating the heart of the government, it was
He
penetrating
was
their
also
heart.
speaking it in the language that the people will understand. Even though
Yeah,
fella was
exactly,
educated, he could
exactly.
speak perfect Queen's English as
Yeah,
it were. His
exactly.
language was the ordinary Lagosian kind of
Yeah,
language, no?
exactly. Yeah, exactly. Also, like apart from we here in the diaspora, no, we came here, and first of all, when I was in Nigeria, I had also different perspective about how things worked. But when I came to Italy, I my eyes was like were open, and I started seeing things that differently. And when I went home last year to Nigeria, Lagos, I saw my people, a lot of suffering, brotherly, you know, a lot of suffering. And I nearly shed tears, because it would have been more better because we have all it takes, to to be a successful country. To be a successful country, we have all it takes. I mean, but because of what I say, it's all about consumption, having power and consuming the people. And that's where we find ourselves today. Because yeah, I mean, it's really a pity actually. But
You say you don't like politics. I would have liked to touch that, but anyway, we can leave that aside of it because the music of Afrobeat, Fela, and all what it represented. Okay, politics was actually at the
well,
center of it. And talking of politics, 2023 is going to be very important
I,
for Nigeria.
I prefer like singing my songs and let my songs do the stuff.
All right. That
Yeah,
is
yeah.
fair enough.
Okay.
All right. Now, you were talking of the root, going back to the root. This is very important. Of course, even those, the sister Jean, the reggae, they also talk about this a lot. No, Bob Marley was actually was a pioneer of this, no?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
In that we need to go back to our roots, and which is true. It's always true. It's always true. We need to go back to our roots. But how far can we go roots to be able to find ourselves again? So when you talk about going back to our roots, I want you to expand on that a bit.
Well, it's like, I'll say something, it's like you in a family, you have a mother, no? And no matter where you go, you might go to somewhere and you might find a new mother, no? Someone who could care about you and love you and tell you you're nice, you're this, even though you're not. And in that case, that person doesn't really mean that's your mother. You know, it doesn't matter who your mother is your mother. That's how the country is. That's how your root is. See, no matter what, no matter where you go, no matter who you are, Fela went to study abroad, and when he was there, he was doing his music, but he discovered something that it has to take the music to its roots, because no matter what, your home is your home. Like I said, like your mother is your mother. Doesn't matter where you're from, you know, you surely come back to say yes. But it actually takes a lot, you coming back, because like what I say, sometimes I say, whatever you do, people like, start getting to you just the way they get to Fela, and because it's all about the truth. When you stand for the truth, people want to come to you and want to get you. But everything with our ancestors, as our ancestors is gonna surely support us and be there for us. Because also, like, Fela wasn't when he started his music, it was though the people fed him, and that's what we say. But the people he was fighting for, they fed him. But his ancestors did not.
People always do. Look
Yeah,
at the like of Jesus,
yeah,
Zip.
they were, Fela was fighting for the people. I wish then,
Mhm.
I think Fela would like say, I wish, he would have loved to do his own stuff and say, let's forget about it. But Fela would love these people, and he was fighting. He knew where he came from. He knew his roots. Well, and we need to acknowledge this. We need to acknowledge where we're from. No matter where you go, you need to know you are the doorman. You need to know you're from Delta, a Delta man. You need to know you are from Yoruba. You need to know you're an Hausa man. You need to know where you're from. You need to know that you are from Nigeria, you're from Africa. No matter what you do, no matter where you go, you need to always recognize that. And by doing that, you are relocating to your roots. And when you get to your roots, it makes it more stronger. Like uniting. I wish we have that force with Fela Kuti, and everybody was coming to a hearing to what he was saying. Things would have been different now. I'm telling you, because I don't see why everybody would just pay like a deaf ears to what he was trying to vibes. He was saying it and he was throwing it in his music, the rhythm, you know, but nothing, nobody was. It's a pity anyway. But he's still a hero, and Fela is still, I say it, he's still a hero. Fela is a hero. He's a, he's a legend, a living legend. Fela is dead now, but Fela for me is alive. Yeah.
Absolutely. That is a difficult part of it. That sometimes this journey, when you are an artist, a certain type of artist, you are on a lowly journey. Of course, many people will
Yeah.
come to you because they want to take advantage of you. But
Yeah,
by
definitely.
the time they get what they want, you are just a shaft. That is why I
Yeah,
think artists really need to define their message and stand by that, knowing
yeah,
that one day you will die. It is not
yeah,
the death that is actually, we should not be afraid of dying because
uh,
my mother would say, all of us are going to die. So you
one
shouldn't be
day.
afraid of dying.
Yeah, anyhow, yes. Yeah, you're right.
But if you have a value, if you have something substantial that you can leave behind, because we are here talking about Fela, he's
Yeah,
not here, no,
mm,
but his message is still here.
yeah,
What he
exactly.
stood for is still here.
It's
Because
footprints, yeah.
yeah, please say something like you want to say something there. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's footprints was here. He laid some foundations, and also he laid some. I mean, when he left, when he went away, he left his footprint. You know, we're still here, and because like what you said, he said it's not about it's not about what you have and this. It's all about what you have to give and leave behind, because we are not here to stay forever. Most people think we are going to stay forever, build mansion, do this. No, you cannot. One day you're gonna go. We are just sent on a mission to this earth. We are sent to give our own contribution to the society. We are not here to take from the earth. We're here to contribute to the earth. You know, so that's why we are here. So Fela came and he did his own part and he left. You know, and so I always say musicians and artists, we are really powerful. We don't know how really powerful we are. How musician can really cause a revolution, just the way Fela did. Like it caused like a, a revolution. I see like Nigeria now. In Nigeria now, people, there is a revolution I see that's coming now. In Nigeria. But I see it boils back to Fela, because yes, I see everything boils back to him, because it's really really clear. The handprint there. The handwriting is on the wall and it's really clear. So I really stand on that. That we musicians and artists, we need to, you know, we need to take back, what belongs to us. We need to take and stand for what we do and be sincere in what we do, because it's really an important job that we are doing. Because as an artist, you are there and you are giving a lot of energy to people. You're passing out a lot of message. So depend on what you are passing out, because when you leave this earth, people are going to start listening to what you're passing out. If you're passing out jargons and passing out rubbish, they're going to like saying, oh, so this is what this guy had to give. But when you give a very nice message and what you contribute to the earth, people will surely talk about you when you go. They will follow your steps. Yeah.
That's very important. I wish many people understand that we are not here to take this world. We are just part of this world. We are here to fulfill a mission. I really love that part. It's very important because now
Yeah.
imagine that we understand it in the same country that we are talking about now, which is Nigeria. That this is the way the system is arranged. It was not arranged by us. It was not arranged by us. We are just part of nature. This is
Yeah,
how
exactly.
nature is. We are supposed to play our role. So if we
Exactly.
understand that is what it is, there is no need now me, maybe because I am the governor or I am the minister of a certain lucrative part of the country, I siphon the money to hide in US or UK or in Switzerland. Because
Yeah.
I mean, I don't understand what I'm doing. Because if you understand what you are doing, you need to know that you are here
Yeah.
for a purpose. What is your
Yes.
purpose? Is to
Exactly.
siphon the money for your people so that they remain in suffering. Are you here to cause
Yeah.
suffering to your people? We
You
need to
see.
understand it. It's a
Yeah.
basic arithmetic of life,
Yeah, yeah.
but many
It's
people don't.
Many people don't get the message, Life is all about it. I always say we are all missionaries here. Whether you like it or not, you might not feel very special. Most people feel like I don't have special gift, I don't have. You have something you have to give. That's why you're here. If you answer says, why am I here? Why am I? You should have also been giving birth to, not also, I don't know, in a Mars or a Saturn. You can go to another planet, you know Uranus or anywhere. But they give birth to you on planet Earth. So I let's say that you have a reason, you have a goal, you have a vision, you have something to contribute as you are here. You are on a mission, until you start start understanding you, then you start understanding what you're supposed to do. But first, you have to discover yourself, because Fela discovered himself first, that he was a revolution, novelist. It was made to cause a change, a tremendous change. So he discovered himself, and first of all, he worked on himself, and later he started pouring out this energy to the public, and saying what it's supposed to do. And so it's all about causing change, and we are missionaries. We are missionaries. We are here for a mission. We are here to cause a change. And that change must be a positive change. It must not be a negative change. If you are causing a negative change, that means you are not really here for a mission, because I mean, you shouldn't be here for a negative mission. Yeah, no one should be here. So I believe like we are here to cause a change. Then after we go. So when the mission is complete, we go, no matter what. So Fela life, for what I felt Fela, when Fela was doing his music and all that, was preaching the stuff through the music, you know, the government didn't really take his life. I believe Fela got to an extent, the mission was completed, and Fela had to go.
To be a great content creator in today's fast changing economy, you need one thing: storytelling. Storytelling is a powerful instrument to leverage either for personal use or for your business success. This is why this training class, Storytelling for Content Creator and Digital Entrepreneurs, was created. It is designed to help you leverage the power of storytelling so you can stand out from the crowd and earn more in your business. Come to obehi.com/storytelling and learn how to leverage your storytelling skill to earn more as a content creator and digital entrepreneur. You need the power of storytelling to stand out in the competition. So let's explore it together. See you in the class.
So, and now the mission is perfect and everybody gets the message, because if Fela is still here with us now, then the mission won't be complete. So when I think you get to understand when you are here for a mission and you get to understand when you finish the mission, we all live. Yeah. It's part of
I
year.
love that. That's true. That's true. Just now, I'm working on a documentary about a man in my village, in my community, actually. Amedokia, where this is where I'm coming from in Uromi. So this man, his name is Michael A. Ojomo. He was the
Yeah.
one that brought light to our community from Uromi. He was the
Ah,
one
wow.
that was responsible for the tying of the road that made sure that we have a motorable road. He was the
Yeah.
one that brought pipe bomb water
Wow.
and many other things that he did in our community. Of course, he's late now. And he didn't do all this one because he wanted people to vote for him. He's not a politician. He's
No.
just a businessman who
Yeah,
just like to help his people. And he's
exactly.
gone, but his
Yeah.
name remains there.
Yeah, it's
This is
work.
what I want
Yeah.
people to really understand, that you cannot hold back the hand of time. When your time comes, you are going to go. But what are you going
Exactly.
to leave behind?
Yeah.
Nobody is going to. This man have a big mansion in Amedokia. But it's
Yeah.
not the mansion we are talking about now.
Yeah.
We talked about Fela, who is absolutely a legend in all the sense of faith. He's a legend not only for Nigeria, but for the whole of Africa and also the African diaspora.
Yeah.
Now, because you and I are coming from the same place, which is Esan, I want to know if there is any Esan musician or music or reality that influence your music. Of course, we can also talk about Sonny Okosu, for example, and many other important musicians of Esan that have made impact in our life. I remember, for example, a lot of my brother, they enjoy Sonny Okosu a lot. Of course, I was much younger then, but
Yeah.
when I have the chance to be able to listen to music, I still have some music of Sonny Okosu here. Of course, why not? I'm an Esan person.
Yeah,
So tell
exactly.
me about that.
Well, yeah, I listened to actually when I was in Nigeria, a lot of artists, Edo artists, um, great artists, they inspired me a lot. Yeah, like you said, Sonny Okoso, and also, Vito Waifo. Vito Waifo is another great legend, is so, I think passed away I think last year, I guess. So yeah, I've been listening to Anke. I've been listening to Vito Waifo in Nigeria, his music, and Vito Waifo. What I love about him, I love the way he do his music, and also it tells the story. You know, it's like he's a narrator, and in the same way, he's traveling with the music, through times. And I love that really about him. He's really a creative man. Is he has made, because he really made Edo State, proud, because he went on tour with his band and to Europe and everywhere. So, and not just Vito Wifo, and also I listen to, like, Wadada, kind of, Wadada.
But that I even came to Verona recently. I think
Ah, really?
one guy brought him to Verona.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
You know what I love when I was in the village in Ebohimi. I happened to I went for one of his show, or the other show. Oh my God! So it was so crazy. How they know he was playing the piano. Like everybody going crazy, and I really loved also his settings on stage and everything. How he do his sound. His sound is really particular, And, Omojoli, like musicians like that, and Eyawi, and a couple of them, And yeah, I love the way they also like, put the music also. And also like there's another one, Benin artist, Nuamagbe, and yeah, these are artists that really inspire me. I love the way they do their music and the way they tell, most especially how they tell stories about their music. Like Vito Wife, we say like, what's the song he sang about? Is it Jodo Jodo? Ijoro
Erimi
Jodo
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 jodo.
Ijoro
Erimi
Jodo.
jodo.
Hey, I know, I
Anyway, I'm
love
not a
like
musician. I'm not able to
the,
help you.
the vibes was like awesome, and I started to like listening to the stories of the song, and he was saying a story about I think he was saying a story about a fighter, something like that, and he will travel to a realm that and he had to face some creatures, stuff like that, fights,
Yeah.
and these are stories like wow, when you listen to them, they tell they tell a lot about the root of where you come from, you know. And with time, these are music that never dies, Till today, tomorrow, when I play Jodo Jodo, it's still like as if the wife is still alive here. And Guitar Boy, Guitar Boy. If you see mommy water, oh, never, never run away. Also inspire me. Guitar Boy inspire me also. I did a song of recent which say the song I wrote it from inspiration of Ujito
Baby
Wifo.
jodo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which Mommy Water, my I sing like I got inspired because I had to write the song because our concept of Mommy Water is like really in an African concept. When hear person come to say is having a girlfriend, and that girlfriend is Mommy Water, we're sure, you go die tomorrow, stuff like that, and but actually it's really, if you look at it from an angle, you know it's really really different, somehow, because the things you actually fear, those are the things that really come after you, you know, because they don't really come after you, stuff like that. And also like I had to write the song of Mami Water, a guy that fell in love with the Mami Water, and he felt he was in love, but he was okay, safe in love with this person, and he was happy at the end of it, because one thing I have to write about is that love does not bring any hate. Love does not see any danger. Love is genuine. Love is kind. Love is caring. Love does not know any barriers, no borders. So, so I got that song was inspired by With a Wife of Mami Water. I said like, if you see mommy water, run away for your life. That was when the mother was telling the boy, that you have to run for your life. But our conception, when you see mommy water, run. But the boy was saying, Mama, no, I'm in love, Mama. I'm in love, Mama. But I feel so good. So you see how the music like influence you and try to make you understand more about things.
It's powerful. It's powerful. I remember now, for example, growing up in Uromi. Okay, I can just make mention of a few musicians that I know there: Jereke, Afile,
Yeah, I feel
of show
yeah,
promoter, then
Jolly. Yeah,
Okay, we have Victor. It's not Victor Wifo, but it's a different kind of Victor. The Ojo that is coming from more of our
yeah,
side now. Yeah, there were quite a number of them at the time. But of course, that is something I didn't really quite understand about the style of the music, no? Because
mm,
later now I'm trying to interpret, I'm trying to understand, I'm trying to sort of study it as as concept, no? Because like you
yeah,
were saying, no, you see the music of Wifo now, it's actually a poetry, but highly curated type of poetry, no? In that
yeah,
this
yeah,
is a music, but it's also a story. It's not just
yeah,
singing to
exactly.
get you entertained, but it's passing
Yeah,
on a very
a
powerful message
important
laid
message.
down.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah,
So
exactly.
as a musician, I want you to help me understand, decode what I was finding it difficult to understand when growing up about Esa type of music. Okay, of course, Esa type of music are different. No, we have my father, for example, when he was alive,
Yeah.
was doing what they call asonogun. You know what is asonogun, no?
Yeah.
Asonogun kind of dance where they
The one
use
that said,
go.
yeah,
No, not the babonelli.
and the
Asonogun
banana,
where they dance. Okay, something like a banyo. Okay, I don't know if you call it a banyo in your place,
a
no?
banyo, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
okay.
yeah,
This kind of okay where they sing. The men will tie a rope and tie a cloth around their waist.
yeah, the
Then they
waist, yeah,
dance.
and then,
Okay,
yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
this kind of things, no. So I'm trying to ask you if maybe you can tell me something about the style of Islam music because it's different for other type of music, no. Is there anything you
Yeah,
can say? I know that is not the music that you are playing, but since we are both from Islam, and maybe
yeah.
this might have come across your mind. If you have anything to say about it, it's fine. If not, it's still okay.
You know, I don't know actually if I'm a part, but I'm gonna give it my own concept of it. What I see about, like Ehsan music, all kind of music is is a music that's based on the culture of the people. Also, it has to do with the culture of the people, and the culture we say is the ways of life of the people. You know, both past and present. Um, and also like you see great musicians and artists finding their way out and trying to put that culture into their music, like musicians like I said, like Vito Waifo and all of them, you know. So honestly, it's like based on based on the language and based on not just adding other type of language. So it's based on really, like if you see like a Bini artist man, a Bini man, like based on Bini, like the uh, Edo Patapata, no, they really wants to like do a song. Most time they do a song mostly, with the language and just the language, the Bini language, and it's really hard. But now most of them they try to miss, but it's really hard to see like you miss the different language like pidgin and using it to sing the song. So most of Benin songs and Ishan songs, I see like they based on mostly on the culture of the people and the history of the people. Like have to do with the colonial masters and the things that they passed over and things that has happened. So it's quite different from the music of now, and it's quite different from the perspective of the music of now. So it is really they're different. They're really different because it's based on like it's based like what I say. It's based on the culture of the people and the ways of life of the people. It's really I don't really know of any musician in Benin that sing of politics and that. I think maybe Nuagbe. No, I don't know Nuamagbe. I think maybe yeah.
Osamore was also very good on that.
Osaramore stuff. So yeah, yeah, it's good also in that. I like yeah. They do songs like that. But they are like I would say it's really different. It's really different and it's unique. It's unique in its own style because it has to be because actually it can't be like the same. So it has to be unique in its own style. So in some music, Benin music, I listen to them every time. Yeah, so like listen to them every time and you know get a lot like example for like Benin songs. Most of Benin songs they do more of like when they play. I like when they do like guitar solo. They do like a play guitar solo. They do like a solo guitar, and this part of solo guitar is really different from the kind of music solo guitar you see today. Like it's really really getting to a stage now. The music in the society of nowadays, like this our generation, we tend to also forget about our roots, music, culture, music, where we're from, um, uh, music that great artists like Joyful, Fela Kuti, and the rest of them they've carried along for years. And now, we have different forms of music and different mm, type of music that people play now. But I always say that, the music, that's why for me, my own perspective, I'm giving you my own take of it. I really love, like, you might most people will think, like, I've seen other people, like, most times they say, you can do other songs like people do, but I really like to key myself to the you know old rooted songs that talks about culture of people, talk about stories, especially I really love songs that tell stories about what happened, tell stories about what's going on, then I try to fit in and try to understand. And most of Benin songs, they do that also. They tell stories, they try to elaborate on the history of the people, the culture of the people, you know. And yeah, and which is very, very good. It's really good also for the soul and the spirit, because, you know, you listening to that, it gives you the awareness and opening up your mentality, to see sense, to understand things around you, you know. It's have to be like, just the way Fela is doing it in his own Fela music, Afrobeat, I always tell people, is a spiritual move, Afrobeat is not just an R&B move, you know. It takes another sense to do really Afrobeat, because it has to be a spiritual move. Just the way also, like, artists like um, Vito Waifo and Omojoli and Sonny Okosu, these are men that, they spend time in their secret to unveil some kind of like spiritual culture music stuff. So for me, I would say, like, it's really, really unique, and it's particular, compared to us today music. I mean, now we have like Afrobeats, the one that's the new generation taking over more than the rooted Afrobeat of Fela Kuti. Everybody, it's they got their inspiration from that. But we should never forget where we're from. We shouldn't forget about um, the culture of our music, and that's why most of my music, I put a lot of percussions in it. I love it. I love it because it's like a dance of the spirits, also the percussions, and I try to put it there and let it flow. So yeah.
Also, a lot of opportunity ahead of you because you have grown now. Of course, you still have a lot of way to expand to know. We are looking at you to in a very huge light in the time to come, no? But what do you really love about music?
One thing I love about music, I would say straight up, is that when you do music, you don't feel no danger. You don't feel no, pain. You don't feel no stress around you. You feel free, And that's most times when I'm stressed out, I just pick up my guitar and start playing, and you feel that liberated, So music is that powerful. Music really helped me. I remember when I came 2015 to Italy, I was so fresh. I came to a new world, you know, different from the one I knew before in Nigeria. So I came and I discovered a new language, yeah, Italiano, and all that wasn't that easy, to keep on to start all over. So I was depressed. I was locked up. I was in my mind. I was shut down. I wasn't coming to talk to people. I was um I was really isolated. I was trying to isolate myself, from people, and I was in the dark, But the music, it's the one that brings it from the dark to the light, the music. The music liberates you, makes you feel who you're supposed to be, Because then I started doing music, and from that I start to open up to people, start to communicate to people, and I start practicing. and doing music and writing music and start sharing stories on my journey, like Non Siamo Pesci, try, in that song I talk about the journey I went through in the boat where I came, where I saw a little boy that was left alone. I was in the boat with them, the rubber boat, and I saw this boy, little boy, very little, and it was not feeling fine. I felt it that he was sick and he was not really in a good shape. So at first, I wanted to go to him, but honestly, I have to be honest. I say it always because at that time, I said no. I said anyway, if everybody is, doing their own stuff, it's all about, survival of the fittest, and I just like forget about the baby. And but I later on I have to rethink, I had a rethink, and I went there and I pulled the boy up, and still I put it close to me. So when we go to Lampedusa, before we got to Lampedusa, it came the ship, and the big ship, and they were saying, first of all, let's take the babies and the women and the men. So I was with the boy, and I gave them the boy, and they said, you with the boy, so come with us. So I entered the ship, so the big ship. Later, when I was there, they saved a few people, and later I saw the boat, going down and collapsing and capsizing, and yeah, I was really shocked. I was speechless. I was blocked. I was like, oh my God, that would have been me there, And what I'm saying is that when I got to Lampedusa, you won't believe who I saw. I saw the boy, again, and he was smiling to me. He was smiling. He was not saying anything. And I saw the mama of the boy close to the boy. And that's got me thinking a lot of things, Well, that's why I got that song, Non siamo pesci, siamo umani. We are not fishes, but we are humans. Because I got to understand that most times in life, when you're trying to, save yourself from any problems or difficulties, you cannot really get to, saving through that. But instead, when you start thinking about people close to you, that's where the saving come, you know. So
That is so powerful.
I saved the boy, so the boy saved me back. So you see. So that's where the song came in, Non siamo pesci, siamo umani. So music is really powerful, I would tell people, whatever you do it well, concentrate on it, put your heart to it, and it has to be with feelings. Like what I say, when the feelings is there, the music feel good.
That's
Yeah.
so powerful. That is so powerful. That is a strong motivation for you to keep on singing.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
how's the boy now?
Boy, I hope the song gets to him because I don't know where he is. I've not
Mhm.
seen him. I've not seen him, but I know the song. Yeah, it's gonna put him safe. Yeah.
That's good. That's good. All right. So tell me, which one is your best music event so far? Because now you'll be performing. You came to Verona with Met, but I know you also go to other places. Tell me, which is your best event so far? Which one do you? What do you tell me about what is going on within your music world that people should be aware of?
Actually, I can't really figure out which one is best for me. All it's like it's really that's been a very wonderful experience actually because when 2019 I got this prize at Rosa Balistredi. I was really shocked. So I was invited to a TV station, and also my song went to CI, and they gave me a prize there. And they invited me at Casa Saremo, and when I got to Casa Saremo, I was like, wow. I was like, oh my God, what's happening? I was shocked, I mean, Casa Saremo is not really, it's where like stars goes, like people who have made it so far in music, to go. It's not everybody that can step in there, but, um, you know, I'll say like I always say, I say, music, pulled me to put me in that position I am today. Because like through that, I was being featured in some collaboration with also here in the Sicily, with some Sicilian famous artists. And I did collaboration with them. And also I don't even remember the articles that they wrote about me. One was with BBC and stuff, and and also like before the COVID thing, the pandemic, I was also planning my tour to go for the tour, but the music tour. So the COVID came and everything, and everything was just like, you know. But in these days, I also had a lot of like, great experience with the music, because I couldn't like I don't know how to lay my hands on one particular show. Every show I go, every you know music I play, every place I go, I just have fun. And I just have fun and just do my thing, and it makes me feel good, you know. And so that's why everything is just like, also in Verona, it was so fun. It was so fun in Verona, first in Brescia. In Verona, it was so fun. Yeah.
Thank you for that. We are good to hear that you love what you are doing and you are happy doing it. This is the
Yeah.
best thing to do in life.
That's the most important thing. You have to love what you do. You have to believe in what you do first. Because if you don't believe in what you do, I mean, that means you're deceiving yourself. Yeah. But you have to
Yeah,
believe in what you do. You have to put your heart in it. So that's what I'm doing. I know I love my job. I love what I do. I put my heart. I'm in the studio this morning. I was like doing beats. I was producing here in the studio. I was putting my heart. I was there. I was like, you know, trying to do this beat and, playing the music, play other instrument in it, because I love it. So I put my heart in it. I put my soul, my spirit. So it has to be also for every other thing. Yeah, in
that's
general.
great. All right. So what are the people expecting now to what is the prospect for the future? Where are we going from here? Help us understand that.
Where will they go? Where will they go? Where we go? I have a lot of big plans, big plans. Yeah, big plans, to go music tour, all over UK, London. Yeah. Um, I like now I'm writing on projects, but everything is on the ground, stuff. So, but I'm writing on new projects and doing new albums, new songs, and preparing for the big world tour. Yeah.
That's powerful.
My music, I want to spread it all over the world. Yeah. I wanted to feel the vibes also. Yeah.
Yeah, the sky is your limit. In fact, there is no limit at all. Just go
Yeah.
as much as you can.
Yeah.
All right. Now, how can people connect with you?
You can connect with me on Instagram. Chris is Chris underscore Obehi. So Obehi is spelled Obehi. So it's like it's my traditional name, given to me by my dad and my nonna. It's my grandmother. So it's hand of the angel, or you can say hand of God, or you can say mano d'angelo. Yeah, Instagram, on Facebook, Chris Obehi, Chris Obehi. You can see check it on also on Spotify. You can listen to my album Spotify. I'm on Spotify. Yeah, I'm on YouTube also, so you can
All
check me,
right.
follow me up.
Thank you for that. Now, what will be your final statement here to conclude the conversation that we have had?
My final statement, I'm going to say thank you, Obehi, for having me here.
That's interesting. Obehi, thank you, Obehi. So we are one here now.
Yeah, Obehi. It's so lovely. Yeah. I really love what you're doing, actually. I want to say keep it on. Yeah, keep on doing a great job, because it's really nice what you're doing, and you are really changing life, and you are really, transforming, because you don't know how you transform life, in what you do, because you do really transform life, and like you change lives and you make people understand some reality of life. So keep on doing what you're doing. You're gonna see that one day you're gonna see it. You're gonna see it. You're gonna be all like doing like big shows and TV shows and stuff like. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Keep on doing what you're doing. Yeah.
Thank you so much, brother. I
Love it.
appreciate you. And you too, keep on doing what you are doing. I
Yeah.
appreciate talking with
Thank you.
you and the information that you share here. People, we are going to appreciate it in the community. So thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Grazie mille.
Prego. If you enjoy this podcast, make sure you subscribe so you never miss any of our future episodes. Rate and review Obehi Podcast and share with your friends who might need it. I remain Obehi Ewafo. Thank you so much for listening, and talk to you in the next episode.